When forming a plan to manifest your desires, do you ever seek advice? Who do you seek advice from? Have you ever racked your brain when you're trying to solve a problem or are searching for a solution but seem unable to find the answer within yourself? What if I told you you could arrange a meeting with anyone you want, dead or living, to get their input and their advice? In this video, we will explore a life-changing manifestation technique called creating your invisible council. Your invisible council can consist of anybody you want. Mentors, family, friends, heroes, fictional characters, political leaders, authors, and even those who've passed away. I'm Jacob James, and this is Project Prospero.
Welcome to Project Prospero. My name is Jacob James, actor, university professor, and father. I created Project Prospero to help raise the global vibration and shift it away from misery and towards joyfulness.
Where do great ideas come from? How do the great achievers of this world find their ideas? Is it upbringing or incredible luck? Are they in possession of some incredible gift that the rest of us could only dream of possessing? Or could it be they're employing a technique that any of us can practice? Today's video will identify one such practice and could very well change your life. If you aren't already a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can keep up to date on many other life-changing ideas to help you manifest your desires, heal from trauma or depression, and live life in a joyful and abundant way. This is a book that has changed my life forever. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It was written almost a century before The Secret, and is arguably the source for every self-help and personal growth book that's come after. And it's full of some of the most helpful ways to manifest your desires and your goals. Go get this book. For this video, we'll focus on Napoleon Hill's technique for creating your invisible council. This visualization technique is designed to source skills, ideas, and inspiration, a technique that enables you to tap into the mind of anyone, living or dead, in order to gain advice, wisdom, and inspiration that would otherwise not come from within yourself. Napoleon Hill used this technique to gain input from figures like Isaac Newton, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and even Jesus, and a very long list of other people who inspired him. Even though his invisible council meetings with these people may have been fictional or imaginary, they provided him with a renewed sense of inspiration and appreciation for greatness, and encouraged the creation of many endeavors. So how do you use this technique? What would it be like to have access to great inspirational minds? What questions would you ask them to help you move towards manifesting your desires? Number 1, just before going to bed or going into meditation, visualize a room with a huge conference table and a bunch of empty chairs. Once you have your council room set up, you can now invite anyone into that council room to take a seat at the table. It could be someone from work, a celebrity, authors, relatives, personal heroes, dead or living. If you wanted to focus the meeting on leadership, you might want to invite Barack Obama. Or if you wanted to focus the meeting on tuning up your wisdom, you might want to invite Gandhi. It can be anyone who inspires you personally. Once you've arranged who is at your council table, and you've greeted them and you make sure that they're comfortable, maybe get them a glass of water or a coffee or tea, then you take the seat at the head of the table as the chairperson of that meeting, and prepare to lead the discussion on how to manifest the specific desire you want. Number 2, identify and inform the council what the definite major purpose of this meeting is. It can be anything you want to change or improve in your life, advice on a problem you're struggling with. Your imagination is the only limit. Napoleon Hill talks about how he was trying to come up with the title for Think and Grow Rich, and the publisher had given him a strict deadline. And he said that if he didn't come up with it by 6 a.m. the next morning, he was going to go with this awful title that Napoleon Hill hated. So that night, Napoleon Hill, when he went to bed, gathered his invisible council and said, "Look, guys, we got to get a title for my book right now. I have to wake up tomorrow with the perfect title for my book." And they had a long council meeting. And by the end of it, he hadn't come up with an idea, and neither had any of the others. So he said, "All right, guys, while I sleep, I want you to go into my subconscious and keep working all night long." And they went to work while he was asleep. And in the morning, he woke up and the title was there. Number 3, go individually around the table and ask each specific member what their thoughts or advice are on that specific matter. Remember, you're going to get varying opinions from different council members. This is how you start developing the muscle of being open to receive information from outside yourself. Pay close attention to the different perspectives each council member has on the matter. John Lennon might tell you to approach the problem with love and empathy, whereas Pierre Elliott Trudeau would recommend charm and a logical approach. Some of you may be already thinking that this technique is strangely linked to mediumship, spirit guides. The more Napoleon Hill practiced this technique, the more he began to find how real the experience began to feel after making it a routine practice. Each counselor started developing very individual personality traits and characteristics. Abraham Lincoln was always late to the meetings. Thomas Edison had a tremendous sense of humor. And to Napoleon Hill's shock and surprise, he started to realize that the different counselors were giving him information he could never have found within himself and within his own life experience or perspective. Whether you lean more towards a more practical, logical, this is just my own imagination viewpoint, or you're open to the idea that we can commune and communicate with people who've passed on, the invisible counsel technique will be a life-changing and extremely helpful practice to incorporate into your life and will help you manifest your desires faster. Many extremely successful people throughout history have used this technique and learned how to tap into a force beyond the confines of our own mind and use the invisible counsel to draw to them wisdom, inspiration, and the path to success. So why don't you start doing this too? I hope you got something out of today's video. Thank you to all my subscribers. It's so encouraging to know that my content is actually helping people. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And comment below any experiences you've had with your own invisible counsel. I believe it's no coincidence that we found each other. This is Jacob James sending you love and light. Namaste and good luck.